Let's use AI to add soft light, real depth, and lived-in detail to make professional photos for any business. When somebody scrolls past your post without stopping, the algorithm records that. It registers it as low engagement content, not just your post, but your entire platform. One poor image can lower the reach of everything else that follows. Right now, ChatGPT Image 2.0 is by far the best image generation tool, but the prompts we're going to give you in these videos, they're evergreen, so they'll apply to any AI tool you use. Now, you don't need the latest technology to do this. I've got an iPhone 13 with ChatGPT on it, so I'm just going to open the app, and I've got some photos that I've created. So I'm just going to pick a photo here, and so we load that into the app. And now I'm going to give it a little prompt to add some soft lighting. So can you add some soft lighting that's coming through the window with some afternoon sun? Transcribes that, and you can see now it's thinking away, and it'll go and create that image. It can take between 30 seconds and a minute to do that. Okay, the image is now loading, and as you can see, we tap on that image, you can see, look at those shadows that's coming through very nicely there. If I go back to the old image, you can see the old image there, or the original image, just very flat, taken on a kitchen table, and now you can see on that image there, the detail is still maintained. You've got the detail of the cup still there, but you've got that nice lighting coming through, that nice soft lighting. You can see it's even created that shadow on the left-hand side of the image there to match with the lighting. Right, now what we want to do is add a little bit more depth to what we've got here. So what we're going to do is add some depth of field. So I'm going to do another prompt. Can you make this shot with a 50mm lens, giving it some shallow depth of field, have the chair in the background a little blurry, and keep the cup in the front to nice and bright and make it pop. We'll send that off. It's recognizing what's going on. It's going to do some thinking again. All right, so as you can see there too, it actually shows you some of that thinking. So if you want to, you can actually have a look and read what it's actually saying and find some detail about how the thinking is going about its processing. Remember, it's technically not thinking, it's just pattern recognition and consensus thinking, really. So it's drawing together consensus of information, recognizing a pattern and interpreting that. So it's not actually thinking in the way that we do as humans. And that's the element that you can bring to this, is that human element, that creativity. Don't just rely on what the app gives you. Put some creativity into that, and this is what we're showing you here. Okay, our preview is loading, and now if we have a closer look at that, and just check it has fully loaded. No, it's still thinking. Okay, now it's finished. And you can see now, if we zoom into that, you can see how it's created that chair is out of focus, but our cup is still nice and tight in focus. The back of the table, as you can see there, is also out of focus, but the front is nice and sharp. So it's giving you that depth of field that we want. Now also too, when we look at this, it's kind of just a cup deliberately positioned on a placemat on a table, kind of a little bit boring. So let's add a little bit of detail to this and make it look a little bit like it's actually had some activity, a bit of life. Hit the prompt again. Can you make the cup so that it's half full and sort of some of it's been drunk? Also put a napkin folded on the table and a couple of tools sitting on the table as well. So we'll transcribe that now, and there we go, our prompt's going, and it'll go off and run that. Let's see what it comes back with. All right, the image is starting to load, and there we go. It's still not quite finished, still deciding on the final bit. Okay, no, it's still thinking, and it's finished, 51 seconds. And as you can see there, we've got look at a little spanner, but also if you look at the detail there, if you can see that the image there, it's a worn screwdriver, it's an old spanner. So we're obviously in a mechanics, although I'm sure he might have gotten in trouble for putting the tools on the table. But you can see again, the depth of field is still there. So the napkin is blurry at the back, but it's still nice out the front. Okay, so we've got our image there. It still looks a little bit staged. If we're going to do a professional image, we want to add a little bit more detail. So let's pretend that this is a florist business that we're looking at. Can you make the image, keep this cup, but make the image as though it is in a florist business sitting on the table with some flowers around it? While that's doing that, I'm actually going to come back and have a look at this photo because I wanted to highlight something as well. As you can see here on the cup, as we zoom in, you can see the coffee's in there, but it's also added some detail around the coffee that looks like it has actually been drunk and it was a bit fuller. So you can see the rim, the coffee on the side of the cup in there as well. Let's go back to our image, see how we're going. Has this been created? All previews coming. There we go. It's still loading, not quite finished yet. Nearly there. Okay, thinking, final image. There we go. Our image is done. So we zoom in on that. We can see we've got our cup here, and you can see that it has been drunk. It's not just put in, so there's a real detail there. If you have a look at the image too, you can see in there, if I zoom in enough, you can see some of that scratch marks are still on the cup from being originally there. But also too, if you look at the background here, so we're on a wooden table now, which is in a florist. You've got these beautiful flowers, look very realistic there, especially when you look at the focus in there. Again, some very nice flowers with the paper around them. And in the background, you've got some other flowers that are out of focus, creating that depth of field. So that's a way that you can create some really, really professional images just from your original photo. So just taking one photo as we go back and have a look at our original photo now. That was the photo that we started with. Not very professional. It's not going to draw a lot of attention, but it's our subject matter that we want to showcase. We've added some soft light with some shadows, added some depth of field. Then we've added a few little tools and things, and then we've just shifted it completely and put it in the scenery that we want. So what we want to do next is we want to download this. So we just go here and then you tap on the download, and it'll save it to your phone, and then you can take that and post it wherever you wish to post it. And if having fun and learning about business is for you, Get the Cheese is full of exciting stories about how success was achieved. After all, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving's definitely not for you.